Welcome, welcome. I'm Dee Collins from Focus Magazine. We have Angel Esvella with us today from Easy Life Hypnosis. Something that keeps popping up on my radar is virtual gastric banding. So I wanted to find out more about this. So we invited Angel onto the show today to learn all about this very popular technique that's a worldwide phenomenon at the moment. Angel, I guess the first question is, what exactly is a virtual gastric band?
So Dee, a virtual gastric band isn't dieting and it isn't surgery, because you may have heard in the past about people go and have surgery for the virtual gastric band, and they have to go into hospital, and then of course there can be ongoing problems after that because it is major surgery. And also it's not dieting, so I don't tell people to go on a diet. And as we know, people spend years on diets trying to lose weight. And unfortunately with dieting, what often happens is people lose the weight and they put it back on again because it's actually about depriving you of food. So what happens with the virtual gastric band is hypnotically we're putting a band onto the stomach so that you will eat smaller amounts of food. And also the other part of the virtual gastric band is working with those underlying beliefs and programs around why you've put on that weight in the first place. And often there can be stuff from the past, which is what doesn't change when you're dieting. You know, people work with diets, restricting food, eating different stuff, but the mindset is still the same. So the mindset's the biggest part of the virtual gastric band.
Somebody books in with you?
Yeah.
What's the process?
Okay, so someone books in with me and they book in for 4 sessions initially, and they come once a week for an hour, a minimum of an hour. And then after that initial 4 weeks, they can come back for follow-up sessions as well. Because what we've found, and scientists have proven this, that it takes 90 days to change a mindset. And so coming for a one-off session isn't going to work because that's not going to change your mindset. You know, you really need to be patient and have those 90 days. So the initial sessions will go over that 28 days, and then you can, carry on yourself or have support to carry on, because the support is always there.
Your initial consultation, you chat about what could be some of the underlying reasons as to why the person is keeping their weight. You then take them through a hypnotherapy thing, and
yes, I take them through a process of, and the first session is putting the virtual gastric band onto their stomach hypnotically, as well as looking at those reasons underlying why have they got this weight on in the first place, so that later on we can look at those in other sessions and help to clear those, because that's the difference between dieting and the hypnosis, is actually going in and looking at those underlying beliefs, all those patterns that have been going on for so long. So yes, it's some talking and also some hypnosis.
And I think sometimes people are a bit afraid that being put under hypnosis, they might have to do something that they're not comfortable with. This is obviously not the case. It's they're in a secure, safe environment.
Totally, And what people often have in their mind is that whole thing around stage hypnosis.
Yes.
You know, where, we're going to make you run around with a chicken with its head cut off or whatever. And it's not like that at all. It's hypnotherapy. So it's actually a therapy using hypnosis. And it's a totally safe, secure, confidential environment that they come into. And it's nothing to be worried about, because actually everybody goes into hypnosis every day. So it's a natural state anyway. But it's getting into that subconscious mind to change that programming, because we live our day-to-day in our conscious mind.
After a session with you, is there homework, or does this thing magically happen?
So after a session with me, I give them a recording that they go away and listen to once every day, and also there's 8 golden rules, which I'm not going to go into today, but that's the guidance for them to follow the program. So yes, and listening to the recording every day is a really big part of it. It's only 20 minutes long, so it's not.
Now, obviously somebody doesn't have to live close by or go into your clinic, because you evidently do this online too.
I do, that's right. Yes, so I use a program called Zoom, and so it's face-to-face. And I do offer people, whether they come into my clinic or whether they want to see me online, to have a 20-minute free consultation. And particularly online, people are a little bit hesitant sometimes about doing it online. Is it going to work? How can you hypnotise someone online? So I like to actually have that 20-minute free consultation with them. I can meet them, I can do a wee hypnosis with them, and then they can experience it. Yeah,
right.
Before they actually commit themselves, and there's no commitment there, there's no obligations. Yeah, and it's been very successful. I've actually got clients all around the world and around New Zealand doing it online and had huge results, so it's fabulous.
But obviously it requires some work from the participant. It's not a magic bullet, is that right?
No, it's not a magic bullet, but if you really want this, then you have to be committed to it. So I can do 50% of the work for you, and that's giving you the tools and the hypnosis to do it, but a client has to also be committed to themselves that they want to have a life-changing experience, because that's what it is. It's not the same as what they've done in the past with dieting, but it's actually a life-changing experience where we're changing that mindset. So there is a commitment, there needs to be a commitment there, like you've really got to want to do it and be committed to it for it to work. And it will work for anybody as long as there's that commitment there.
Commitment, that's right.
Yeah, because as soon as they don't have that commitment, obviously it'll be like anything else. But with changing the mindset, very quickly they see the results of that, even in the first week. And so that's a real, commitment to themselves to go, oh, actually I've seen the mindset, let's stick with this, She said 90 days, so let's stick it out for 90 days and see what changes have happened in my life, because it's not just the weight, it's other life-changing programs that happen. Yeah.
Now you also have some other skills. One of them is EFT. Perhaps you can quickly tell us
so
what
EFT is a emotional freedom technique, and that's actually using tapping on our meridians in our body to unblock energies in the blood.
So it's like
it's like tapping like this on the body, and it's saying a statement, and really what it's about is loving and accepting ourselves for who we are and every part of who we are. Because part of often why people put on weight is they don't really accept themselves for who they are, and that goes back again to programming. So this is a really quick, fast, easy method to unprogram a lot of things and to unblock the energies within the body. And it goes so fabulously with hypnosis. And it's a tool that I can teach. If you were my client, for example, I'd teach it to you, you'd go away and you can use it yourself. So it's a skill that you can go away and use without a therapist. So
cool.
That's pretty amazing. And it's been used by millions of people around the world.
Right.
And myself, I've been using it for the whole time I've been a therapist as well, 18 years. And I've used it in the schools and things in Christchurch after the trauma of the earthquakes, and changed a lot of people's lives. So it's very good for trauma as well.
Thank you so much for joining us, Angel. Angel fills up very, very quickly her appointments, and so if you want to book a time with her, she'll give you 20 minutes consultation for free, and then you can decide for yourself if you'd like to actually take part in a program with her. Jump onto Facebook, she's on Easy Life Hypnosis, or of course her website. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, Angel.
Thank you.